Hey guys, so I'm going to film this really quick because I need to be out of here in half an hour and I still haven't even packed to leave for home. So we're gonna make this wrap up really fast. So this is going to be my August wrap up. It is slightly disappointing, not so much in the books I read, but the fact that all the books I read for school and I haven't even finished a book that I'm personally reading. So let's go ahead and jump into this. So these books are like in no particular order at all. So first I finished Scattered Poems by Jack Kerouac. I had to read this for my creative writing class, so didn't give it a rating because I really didn't understand much of much of the poems in here. Once we started going over in class, I did like a few of them, but like still some of them I'm just kind of like, what? Second, I finished The Paranoid Story in American Politics by Richard Hofstadter. I had to read this for my conspiracies class. This book, I don't remember if I gave it a rating. If I did, it was probably like a 1 star, but that's because this book was just like so over my head and I just didn't understand it, and now I have to write a book report over it that's due tonight by midnight. And lastly, I finished The Things They Carried by Tim O'Brien. This, I believe I gave a 4 star. I also had to read this for my creative writing class. I actually really enjoyed this. This portrays, it's a creative nonfiction about Tim O'Brien's time as he served in the Vietnam War. He talks about other people and you know, his own experiences, and it's very impactful, and I actually am very happy that I read it. I really enjoyed it. Now onto the books that I'm currently reading. First, I actually have a pin in here because I'm marking my spot. I have Holy Blood, Holy Grail by Michael Bryagent, Richard Lee, and Henry Lincoln. This is actually about the conspiracy theory that is in Dan Brown's book, The Da Vinci Code. These are actually the guys that like originally came up with it, and it's the Prodigy of Sion, where basically Jesus had a child with Mary Magdalene and all this stuff. So I actually have to write a research paper over this for my conspiracy class, and so I'm reading it. I'm about 86 pages in, and it's interesting to say the least, but you know, I think these guys are just crazy. Next, I am in the middle of Conspiracy Theories, Secrecy and Power in American Culture by Mark Finster. I see my marker. 118 pages into this. This is also a book I'm reading for my conspiracy class. This is interesting. This one is actually a lot easier to read than the Hofstadter book was. I understand it better, but it just talks about some of the different conspiracy theories, like how conspiracy theories come to be and like all this stuff. It's a pretty interesting read, to be honest. Now on to my personal books that I have been reading forever. So let's go ahead. First, obviously, we have Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Book 7 by J.K. Rowling. I have kind of talked about my problems with this book. I am on page 363, so I'm finally about halfway through this, and I don't even know how many pages I've read. I've read a little over 100 pages. Probably 150 pages this month, which is impressive for me considering the amount of classwork I have. But so for my thoughts on this book, like, I like it because it's Harry Potter and, you know, we got all our characters, but it's very slow. You know, there's not, I mean, now it's starting to pick up where I am, but like the beginning was very slow. It was basically just them running around from place to place and all of this stuff. And then also I'm like having problems getting myself to read it because I know what happens at the end and I don't want it to happen at the end, but you know, I have to read it because I gotta know what happens. So we're slowly making our way through this. And lastly, which should be no surprise because I've been reading this since May, is Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. This is book 1 in the Song of Ice and Fire series. I like it. I really do. I pick it up periodically and read it, and I think that really helps because before, when I was trying to just like sit down and read this, I was having a lot of problems because it was just so much going on at one time and so many characters, and trying to keep everybody and everything straight was really hard. But once I take those breaks, it's easier to digest in like small chunks. So I'm about 424 pages in, so I've read almost 100 pages this month. It's really starting to pick up now, so it's like really interesting. I'm excited to see where this goes. Also, I've currently started the Game of Thrones TV show that my roommate and I are watching, and I'm like trying to keep ahead of the show while I read the book. So we'll see how long that goes on for. So that is it for all of the books I have read and am currently reading for, I said August earlier. This is my September wrap up. I hate myself. So yeah, I'm gonna go because I gotta pack and like get out of here because I have to drive to Norman, which is like an hour away. Yeah, shout out, go Lady Longhorns Soccer. I will be seeing you guys in a little bit, and yeah, so see you guys later. Bye!